Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, and welcome back to our Empire of the Rising Sun campaign. Now, unfortunately, our last week's progress, our first week's progress, was completely wiped away by the fact that I play on the beta. And as is custom on this channel, anytime we start a new campaign, the developers suddenly start releasing a whole bunch of new stuff that ends up wiping our save. It's weird how that works. Like, how long did we go through the American campaign before we got it reset this last time? And then as soon as I start the Japanese campaign, and we've been reset twice. So, either way, it's fine. We got this. In order to kind of put us where we were in the last one, you guys know that in the last stream we ended up starting from the beginning in 1890. We got into a war against the Chinese right off the bat, and we absolutely crushed them. We did make some interesting decisions with our Navy back then, and some of those decisions can be slightly undone. Plus, we can start this campaign in 1900 because if you look at the storyline, the Empire of Japan won a decisive victory against the Chinese Empire in the recent swift conflict, making the Japanese fleet the dominant power in Southeast Asia while the Japanese gained a foothold in the Korean peninsula. The next major adversary in the region is the Russian Empire. A major land battle seems unlikely, so the only way to defeat them in a potential war is to utilize the fleet effectively. This time period, Japan will strive for its existence. A military failure against Russia will either cause a total collapse or raise China's thirst for another confrontation, which may have a different outcome if the Japanese nation is weakened. So once again, we are going to be on the legendary difficulty, historical, and we will be building our own fleet. So, let's get this party started. What up, Yup, Mats, Iridium, CBA, Klee, Ender, Top G, Kevin, Chris, appreciate you all dropping in. Oh, it's all good, Chris, appreciate you, my dude. What up, Jessica? Glad you had a good day, man. All right, I don't know what it is about starting a UAD stream. Every single time I do, my nose starts running like crazy. It never fails. It never fails. It's only for UAD. Like, I'll sit down, I'll start ready to stream, and then all of a sudden, just immediately my nose clogs up, and I feel like I'm, like, dying. What up, Jordan? How's it going? CBA, good to see you. The unfortunate side is we got to sit here and wait for this campaign to load up again, so we'll just sit here and talk to you guys. I don't know how long of a stream we're going to have tonight. I usually go for about 4 hours on these Ultimate Admiral streams, but I don't know if we'll go that long this time. I do have a very busy day tomorrow, so I'm gonna have to make sure that I have a video and stuff for World of Warships tomorrow, and then I've got a crazy day. So hopefully this will go pretty well. What did I do all weekend? I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and say I did anything crazy. I legitimately pretty much slept all weekend. I don't know why. Just literally slept all weekend. Kevin, yeah, we had to restart again because the campaign file save got or save file got deleted again because they updated the game again. So, unfortunate. Rest is always good. I don't know. Sometimes I swear I don't know what's going on some days. It's like some days, like, I am just the most energetic person on the planet. I can go out, do whatever. And then there are weekends like this past weekend where I'm not joking. I literally laid in bed pretty much the entire weekend. Didn't want to go anywhere, didn't want to do anything, just laid in bed. Didn't accomplish anything. I think there is such a thing as too much of a good thing is a bad thing. Right? Do I live near Akron? No, I live in southeastern central Ohio. I live down in Perry County, Ohio. About an hour, a little over an hour southeast of Columbus. I used to do some training for professional wrestling up in Coshocton, though. So I used to drive up that direction all the time. No, no need to call you out on your Baldur's Gate saves. So what if you have 5 characters and you're still in Act 1? That's the way it goes, man. I love games. I really do. I enjoy playing different games. And that's one thing that I've been trying to get back into here recently. I'm sure you guys have been seeing it with Ultimate Admiral and Starfield and Mortal Kombat now and all of the different games that I've been trying to like flip back and forth and play. Like I can't just play the same game every day all day long. I just can't do it. Like it is actually toxic to play the same game every single day all day long. Like I need to flip back and forth. I wish some of the other games that I play got the kind of viewership that I get on World of Warships Legends, but it's just not the case. What up, Lori? Appreciate you dropping in. Joshua? Yeah, it's got to simulate all the way up to 1900. Normally it only simulates up to 1890, so we've got 3 more years to simulate. Jessica coming in, dropping a $5 bomb. I know this is for a different game, but can you build a Star Destroyer in that space game? I think you very vastly overestimate my abilities, but I do appreciate it. And, I mean, we did kind of build, not quite a Star Destroyer, but a very large ship. Got all the Canadians up in here today. Only one we're missing is, we're missing Opie. We'll have all of Canada tuning in. Appreciate you guys. Speaking of Opie, Opie is actually coming down to visit tomorrow.
I know this is for a different game, but can you build a Star Destroyer in that space game you play? I saw someone build a Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, I mean there are very good builders out there. I am not that. I am just not that. If you saw my first build on Starfield, like I am definitely not a master builder. That is for sure. But appreciate you. Let's see. We got Dark One in the chat. How's it going? Loops up in here. Andrew Johnson, welcome. Oh, come on. This is why I always start in 1890. Because it takes so long to simulate. Just sit here in the freaking thing staring at these guys and their guns. There's sandbags on board, and the fact that the whole thing is like listing very, very badly to port. Captain Steve, how's it going? We had to restart because the campaign was deleted. They recently re-updated the stream. See, I play on the beta branch, and I know this is a terrible idea, but I play on the beta branch, so whenever they update, there's a chance that the new update just removes your old game save. And so, unfortunately, that's what happened. Fortunately, we were only one stream in, so we don't really lose that much. Here we go, finally! We get to build our fleet! Let's go! Alright, first things first. You will notice that we start with North and South Korea being Japanese territory. So that's always fun. We don't get Manchuria yet, but I'm sure that'll come with time. Plus, we have this whole thing up here with Russia about to kick off. So yeah, we're definitely going to have some fun. That is for sure. So if you look at the politics menu, we are currently almost at war with the Russians. The Chinese, after getting their butts whooped, they're like, okay, we don't want to fight you. The Germans are a little bit ticked at us for whatever reason. But the Russians are right on the precipice of declaring war on us. So we need to immediately get on creating bigger ships and all that. We are also going to increase our budgets for everything to try to give us the best chance that we can. Now, obviously, just like in the previous stream, we are not going to be touching anything in here. We're just going to let this develop naturally. We're not going to speed anything up. We're not going to focus anything. We're going to let this tech tree develop naturally for the first time ever. But it's time to start a new design. So we are going to start with our battleships. We could go with a semi-dreadnought, or we could go with like the Battleship 2 hull. I personally like the Battleship 2 hull better than the semi-dreadnought, if I'm being honest. So I think we go with the Battleship 2 hull here. For a main tower, we're going to go with the best front tower that we can. We could potentially put it down here. We'll see what we can get away with here. Again, the best rear tower that we can. Actually, I forgot. We can actually increase the size of this thing. Make the biggest version of this ship that we can. Does that mean we can put this up here now? No. Okay, so that still stays down there. The rear tower, though, should be able to easily fit up here now. I don't like the fact that that tower's down there. Alright, let's look at the front towers again. So we've got front tower 8, which gives us 9.5 aiming and 6.5 base accuracy. Or we could maybe go with this. Does this fit? This still doesn't fit. Oh, this is sadness. Okay, we can go with the front tower 6. I just don't like having the tower down in here. It just looks awkward. I don't like it. And aesthetics are everything with battleships. At least that's the way I see it anyway. Alright, we're going to go for 22 knots, if we can. That's our goal. Let's go with main guns. I believe we had 12-inch guns in the last series. These are 12-inch Mark IIs or 13-inch Mark IIs. 13-inch guns are bigger than 12-inch guns, which means we should probably go with them. Reload time, 92 seconds versus reload time of 83 seconds. Not a huge difference there. So I think we just go with the 13-inch guns. Just straight up the biggest guns that we can throw on this. We are overweight, of course. That makes sense. We'd probably have to drop this down to like 20 knots. Yeah, that's probably what we'll have to do. Let's go with standard crew quarters. Fuel, we don't have anything. We do have induced boilers, so we'll go with that. We'll go with the triple expansion steam engines, semi-balanced hydraulic steering, Harvey armor, Barbette 2 with torpedo, all the goods. As much of the goods as we can, anyway. Standard ratio. Maximum HE is fine for the secondaries. We will be using... I think we go with base fuse HE still. And then for the AP, we're going to go with standard armor piercing. Shell size is fine. Using white powder versus ballistite. Ballistite gives us a little bit more range and penetration, but reduction in accuracy. So I think we go with the white powder. Picric acid usually gives us more damage. Yeah, shell damage, HE shell damage, fire chance, all that stuff. Gun cotton gives us better shell damage as well. I guess we have to pretty much go with this. Like, that reduces our penetration by a lot, though. So maybe we just go gun cotton here. Electrical turrets should be fine. Even though that increases our chance of flash fires, which is not ideal. Stereoscopic rangefinders is a big deal. What up, Ghost Knight? How's it going? Please don't go bankrupt. I never go bankrupt. I am a professional. Professional. Alright, funnels. What do we get? We get 30%, so we can make this a triple stacker and get away with it. Okay, fair enough. Just a straight triple stacker. I lied. $33.3. Still gonna be a triple stacker. There we go. Look at that. There we go. Alright. So for casemates, the one thing that we did kind of make a mess of in the last one is we went with a bigger casemate. We went like 6-inch casemates. What is the reload going to be on these? 20.5 seconds. 16.5. 9.5. See, I feel like 4-inch guns early on are probably the best bet because you can have a lot of them. They reload very quickly, and they are very effective at keeping the little riprap off your ship. So do we go with 4-inch? I mean, to put it into perspective, the 4-inch guns can almost reload twice for every one time that this would fire. But I kind of like the idea of having 5-inch secondaries. Alright, I'll let you guys decide. 4-inch or 5-inch? What up, Nukta? How's it going? Cap Steve, appreciate you guys. Mr. Gorbachev, good to see you guys. I will let you guys decide. 4-inch or 5-inch secondaries? And while you guys are coming up with an idea there, I want to make sure that we're okay everywhere else. Let's make this a 2-inch superstructure. We're already overweight. We haven't even put the secondaries on it yet. It's alright, though. It's alright. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. 4-inch, 4-inch, 4-inch. Lots of 4-inch. One person, Chris, how's it going? Saying 5-inch. Yeah, it looks like 4 inches is going to come up the winner here. So let's go ahead and drop the 4 inches in there. Yep, all the 4s. God, I love casemates, man. There's just something about just slapping guns everywhere a hole is on the ship. Just slap all the guns in there. All right. So now we are overweight, but that's expected, right? These guns are very heavy. Our main guns are very heavy. These are 971 tons versus 679 tons for a 12-inch gun. Okay, what is the accuracy difference here? This is a 36 caliber versus a 36 caliber, so they're both the same there. So this one would simply just be better, other than the fact that it reloads a little bit slower. Okay, what if we drop this to advanced hydraulic? Okay, that saves us a little bit of weight. I really don't want to reduce our speed. We could reduce the range. Remember, we're not anticipating going across the world early on in this thing. Our goal is to win the Pacific. Like, we want to control Asia. That is our aspirations for this. So, dropping the range down a little bit, probably not the worst thing. Saves us quite a bit of weight as well. Turret armor, we could probably get away with. Really don't want to drop the side armor any. Honestly, I don't really want to do that. The barbette's pretty thick. So maybe we drop the barbette down to like 10 inches. 10-inch barbette should be fine. Take this down to like 5 inches. 2 inches. These stay the same. We have a slight 4-weight offset. Can we slide this back a little bit? Totally can. That helps with the 4-weight offset, but also helps with the citadel, making the citadel not as long. Probably move this back as well. Something like that. Alright. So 6.9% 4-weight offset. The pitch and roll is terrible, as you'd expect on these early hulls. Engine efficiency is perfect. So we just got to come up with about 500 tons. Where are we going to get 500 tons off this thing? Well, we can drop some of the fore and aft deck armor. Maybe take it down to a single inch there. Okay, now we're still 500 tons overweight somehow. I really don't want to drop our belt armor any, because we don't have much in the way of belt. We could drop the inner belt a little bit. Get rid of the inner deck armor. Yeah, so that reduces the weight, but doesn't really help me much outside of that. So 26 horsepower per ton versus 24 horsepower per ton, but this just ends up being... it's actually lighter. Okay, well, that's a thing. Fair enough. I don't know that we're going to be able to... This thing has no protection. And I don't think we're going to be able to get away with these 13-inch guns. I think we're going to have to drop the 12-inch guns. As much as I want to use the 13-inch guns, this thing just can't... I can't do it and have any sort of protection. As you can see, we're still overweight, even with these 12-inch guns. And these 12-inch guns aren't going to be any less effective than the 13-inch guns, especially early on. And we still have, like, no protection. Let's drop this back down to 10. That gets us under the weight. Alright, so 72 tons. Can we add any speed for 72 tons? No. You just can't. Okay. Alright, well in that case, we're going to add a little bit of armor then. Take this up to... I lied. We can drop a little bit of the four weight. And add a little bit of main belt protection. I think that's about as good as we get, though. 4-weight is better. Pitch and roll is a little bit better. Like, I feel like this is probably the best that we're going to come up with for an early, like, pre-Dreadnought. It should be a pretty solid design. Now, we just got to name it. What up, Jester? How's it going? This hull is the Battleship 2 hull. What up, Alexio? Welcome to the stream. I don't want to drop the range a little more. Like, I gotta have it near 10,000 kilometers, I think. I don't want to go too short. Because I think the next drop would be all the way. I mean, I guess it only goes to 8,200. That saves us a little bit more weight. And that would allow us to add a little bit more armor. Yeah, I think we will go with that. I think we will go with that and add a little bit of armor here. We've got a 9.1-inch main belt. So let's add a little bit of fore belt, aft belt. Looks like we can actually add quite a bit of armor. So that's actually not a terrible idea. Go up to 5 inches. All of this, of course, makes no difference once we actually get into a fight. Like, if something has decent guns, this will help us against smaller caliber guns, but it's not going to help us against the big boys at all. But definitely bringing a little bit more armor protection. So that's a good thing, especially in the fore and the aft. All right, what do we call this thing? Shirayama? Mikasa? The Your Mom class? Kraken? A Daka ship? We could probably do something like that, Zachary. Definitely for a cruiser, potentially. So, what up, COD? How's it going? We could just call it the Mikasa, but I feel like at this point it's bigger than them. Oh my god, what happened to my screen? Okay, screen's back. My screen went dark on me. What up, Stung? How's it going? The smelly finger? Yeah. I guess we just call it the Mikasa. We'll go with that. Save the design! Alright. That is our battleship design. We got to remember early on in this campaign, we don't have a lot of money, so we got to be careful with what we spend as well. The last campaign, we ended up building a bunch of light cruisers that were very ineffective, so I think we avoid that in this one. So for finances, how much do we have? We have, damn, we have $600 million. Okay, so we actually have quite a bit of money. We'll hold off on building anything yet. We're just going to design them. So we'll go design our heavy cruiser now, because we are definitely going to have a heavy cruiser. Look at that sexy beast right there. I think I will. Yeah, definitely going with this one. Look at that. We're going to have us a nice little heavy cruiser. This will be like a little pocket battleship, sort of. Let's go. All right, this thing definitely going 22 knots, though. At least. All right, so let's go with normal there. All of this should be the same. Best that we can, anyway. All right. So for main towers, I want to get the best tower that we can. We'll try it there initially. I may end up pulling that back. Let's go with the rear tower. Put that there. All right. For funnels, what can we get away with? One funnel is under 30%. Still not enough. Still not enough. All right, so it looks like we're going to need at least 3 of these. And we're going to try to have them further back to offset the weight that we're going to have sticking out over the bow. That also allows us to potentially move this back. We need to make it thicker. Cannot build above 12,500 tons. Really? Really, game? All right, fair enough. Fair enough. I cannot build above 12,500 ton, and this is too wide to fit back here. Well, in that case, maybe we add another funnel, because I hate the fact that this has... extra room. So we'll do that. I might even do that, that. There we go. That looks a little bit better. I try to make everything like aesthetically pleasing too. Like I just don't want to slap things around. I want to have the right look, you know? It's got to be the right look. All right. So we've already done all of this. We didn't add the stereoscopic rangefinder, though. For casemates, obviously we're going to go with 4-inch casemates on this thing. So just slap all of the casemates in. Beautiful. All of the casemates. And then, of course, for main guns, we are going to use... See, those are only Mark 1s. These are Mark 3 9-inch guns. Yeah, I think we're going to go with the Mark 3 9-inch guns. These should be nasty. Having Mark 3 guns this early on. These are going to reload in... Is it not going to tell me? Reload in 41 seconds with this build. Go a little bit more than that. What up, Godzilla? How's it going? Trinity class. What up, Trevor? How's it going? You guys in chat or something else. Alright, so we've got a couple of thousand of tons to play with, which is good, because I didn't put this on, I thought. We've got good range. We've actually got more range with these heavy cruisers than we got with our battleship. But that's due to our engine efficiency. So we could probably drop this down a little bit. That saves us even more weight, which means we can add some more armor to these bad boys. But we could also look at secondary guns and try to throw some more 4-inch double-barrel turrets up here, maybe. No? Not gonna let me? Boy, that is a shame. Like, that literally looks like it's built... I guess you could put a single turret there. I feel like if I'm gonna put a single turret, I want like a 5-inch gun up there, though. Like, if you're only gonna have one turret, like, on top, like, it's gotta be bigger, right? We'll do that. So these 4-inch are Mark IIs, this 5-inch is a Mark II, so should be fine. Alright. Fair enough. Alright, so what do we have? We have 2,400 tons, 2,300 tons to play with. Alright. What can we do? Well, we need some superstructure armor, so let's go ahead and throw 2 inches of superstructure armor on there. Just keep our command alive a little bit longer. Add some good old-fashioned belt armor to this thing. Go with like a 5-inch belt here. A little bit of bow armor. Like 4 inches, 4 inches. The deck armor should be fine. I don't think we need to go too crazy there. Have like a 1/2-inch inner belt as well. Let's see. We are currently... I mean, we still got like 1,400 tons to play with here. Right? Well, just add some more belt armor. Because that's the main thing that gets hit. Okay. Maybe add a little bit of deck armor. It's not going to hurt. Alright, so now we have a 1-inch armored deck. We still got almost 900 tons to play with. Good lord. This is going to be an armored cruiser for sure. Like, I feel like this is going to be a nasty little bugger. Alright, well, let's bring 4 armor up to 5 inches. Bring this up to 5 inches. Take this up to 7 and beyond. 8. I can't quite get 8 inches. It's close. Oh my god, this thing's gonna have so much armor. For the size of the ship. Like, the thing is armored. Like, decently well. I like it. Still got a bit of a 4-weight offset though, so drop that, raise that. That helps with that situation a little bit. Drop that to 2 inches. No reason to have an extra 1/10 of an inch. See what else we can get away with. We got 10 inches of side armor, that's fine. 9.2 inch barbette, that's fine. Maybe take this up to like an inch of top armor. Take this up to an inch as well. 6 inches of side. 6.4 inches. Take that up to an inch. Nope, can't quite. Can't quite. Maybe if we drop this to 6 inches, and then we can... There we go. Beautiful. We're 4 tons away from our maximum, so I think we're good there. Alright, you guys know the deal. We got us a pretty nasty little heavy cruiser that should be very, very solid. What do we call it? The Shikuma? The Young Mu? The Real Steel class? I think we'll go with Young Mu. Got you. Got you. Save it. The Nashima? Don't worry, guys. We'll have plenty of ships to name. All right. So we've got a heavy cruiser and a battleship. Let's go ahead and look into a potential design for a light cruiser or a torpedo boat. All right. So we have this light cruiser design here, which I think is terrible. Like, I hate these long sausage-looking freaking light cruisers. They're always terrible. We could do like a semi-armored cruiser here for a light cruiser. And I think we might actually go with this. This is technically a light cruiser, but it's going to be a semi-light, or yeah, semi-armored light cruiser. So we can build it up to 6,500 tons, which is right near the top of what this thing is capable of being anyway. Yeah, can't build above 6,500, so didn't think so. All right. All right, standard crew quarters. Speed, I'm going to go for 25 knots on this. Oh, it's already overweight. It's like, nope, you're not getting 25. How about 24? Still can't get 24 knots. Okay, 22. So the downside of this, obviously, is the hull form. It's got a 35 hull form versus a 70 hull form. Oof. So yeah, that's pretty limiting in terms of what we can get away with. This basically looks just like our heavy cruiser, though. Only slightly smaller. I hate these designs, though. Like, these designs never end up working out for me at all. They just never do. It's just not a very good design. Like, they suck. Like, I just feel like I never end up getting any use out of a light cruiser for this haul. We do have early destroyers, though. So that's a thing. So, may end up doing something with early destroyers. Yeah, as you see, like, our armored cruiser 4 hull is literally a semi-armored cruiser that's slightly bigger. Yeah, I think we got to go with the semi-armored cruiser, because the light cruiser 2 hulls never work out for me. They just never do. All right, main towers. All right, second tower. There. Funnels. Wow, that's only going to be 15% efficient. Holy mother of God. Oh my God, this thing is so inefficient. Dude, this is so bad. Okay, that gives us a little bit of hope. So this is 25%. You'd need 4 of these. And I don't think you're getting 4. I think you're getting 3 max. It's a god darn 6-stacker, man. Conversely, we go with this. We get 8 stacks on this thing. Maybe 10. Look at that. All the stacks. When they ask how many stacks you want, you simply answer yes. But that gives us 103% engine efficiency. Not a lot of weight to play with. Alright, so for casemates, we got to go with the 3-inch casemates if we can. Okay, so we've got 3-inch casemates. We also have some room for 2-inch casemates, I believe. Never mind. Apparently these are not what I thought they were. I think that's actually an ammo loading door or something. Okay, well, in that case, for main guns, I want to go 5-inch guns, but I also know that that's kind of stupid. So maybe we just go with the 4-inch guns, and we go with, yes, amount of 4-inch guns. I don't think we can use barbettes yet. I was going to say, I don't think we can use barbettes yet. So 4-inch guns, how many would you like? The answer, of course, is yes. So we'll put 2 there. It won't let me put 1 there. I can put 1 there. Put 2 there. 2 there. 2 there. Alright, so we have a lot of 4-inch guns. When I say a lot of 4-inch guns, I mean there is a lot of 4-inch guns. We got 1, 2, 3 on the back, so that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, right? So, wait, no, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. We've got a 30 gun. Yeah, 12. Oh, wait, these are 3-inch guns. Sorry. I forgot. Those are 3-inch guns. We have 23-inch guns. We have 12 4-inch guns. So not too shabby. I wish I could put a freaking 4-inch gun there, to be honest. But the game does not want it to happen. I don't know why. So now we put a little bit of armor on this thing and make it seem like it's useful. Oh yeah, I forgot we can actually do this too. That's another thing that I forgot. We didn't actually do like induced boilers or anything. That could explain a lot. Now suddenly we have 259% engine efficiency. Shocker. Alright, we're going to keep it with max HE. Or increased HE. We'll go with increased HE. The AP should be standard. White powder's fine. Yeah, we'll go with white powder, and we'll go with picric acid for the extra fire chance. Advanced hydraulic is fine with an enhanced reloader. And stereoscopic range, stereoscopic rangefinder with a mine layer. Alright, so we are overweight, but we don't need all of these funnels now, so that's good. Alright. I was wondering why we weren't getting anything out of our air intake, or our funnels. Alright, so that's 31%. We could get 3 of those. Or 4 of those. This gives us, yeah, we can do 3 of these. Gotta make it even. As best we can, anyway. That looks about right. There we go. Oh, the front's a little bit further. There we go. Now we're even. Beautiful. This game is not free. It is available on Steam. I don't know exactly how much it costs, but it is definitely not free. Alright, so that looks a little bit more normal. We have 103% engine efficiency. We have a range of 8,000 kilometers, so it's right there with the rest of our fleet, which is perfect. We have 500 tons of armor we can add to this thing. So the answer is yes. Apparently not that much. I definitely mistook how much armor we would be able to add on this thing. I forgot this is a much larger light cruiser than I'm used to. Okay, so if we go 3 inches there, we gotta have some superstructure armor. Golly. Drop that down to 2 inches. See if we've got some extra. We do, so throw that there. That's fine. 4-inch guns do not actually have any turret armor. Okay. Inner belt armor, we can drop that. Don't need that where we're going. Still 9 tons overweight. What are we currently? 22 knots? Oof. I don't want to drop below 22 knots for a light cruiser. So where can we save a little bit of weight? I guess we could go cramped. That saves us quite a bit of weight, actually. I don't like going cramped, but it makes sense on a smaller ship that you may actually have tighter crew quarters. So we'll go with it. And then we'll just add some armor. Try to get us a little bit of protection anyway. Alright, I think that's about as good as we're going to get. Yeah, one more goes too far. Alright, so this thing should be a lot better than our previous light cruiser designs. I really wish I could get another 4-inch gun right there. But unfortunately I can't. So, is what it is. What do we call it? If somebody starts smoking, you're probably right. Somebody will explode. 29 £50? Yeah, it sounds about right. It's like 30 bucks. I got this game way back before it ever caught. Like, I think I bought it for like 12 bucks way back in the day. Like, I bought it in like pre-alpha. Nashima? I'll go with it. Nashima. There you go. You got it. All right. And with that, I don't think we're actually going to end up doing any destroyers yet. I don't think that destroyers are all that useful early in the game. Because they just don't have any range on the torps. What up, Earth Godzilla? How's it going? Alex? Pretty sure I've called everybody out at this point, but appreciate everybody dropping in. Evan as well. All right, so we have $600 million, or a little less than $600 million. So we are going to build, these are 70 million apiece. So if we build 4 of these, that's $277 million. All right, that seems to be decent. We will have 4 separate fleets. We will have one, oh god. I gotta remember where everything is. Hokkaido seems like a good one. So we'll go with Wakanai. Another one, probably want to protect our Korean peninsula as well. So maybe we go with like Dalian, I think. I think it's on the west. I'm gonna probably be wrong there. Then we obviously got to protect our south here. So, oh, this is Korea here. Whoopsie. So where was this? Liaodong Peninsula. I don't know where that's at. It's all right though. We will send these guys down to Sasebo or Sasebo. And then obviously we will have somebody in Korea here. Let's go Nampo. All right. So we got to remember these 4 ports because this is where we're going to put everybody. So Wakanai, Dalian, Sasebo, Nampo. All right. So Chungmu. Or Chungmu. Youngmu. We have the heavy cruisers. How many of these are we going to build? We have 4 fleets of battleships. So I feel like if we have 2 of these per battleship, that seems like a good start. So that'd be 8 of them. Can't. Okay. It's unfortunate. So we could, guess, build 4 of them. Have 1 for each division. So, Wakanai. Boom. Dalian. Sasebo and Nampo. Where'd you go? I know you're around here somewheres. Oh, there you are. And Nampo. Beautiful. All right. And then Nashima. How many? We got $154 million left. Okay, build. Perfect. Okay, so we can build 8 of these, have 2 of them for each of the divisions. All right, so we will grab you and you, put you at Wakanai. You and you at Dalian. You and you at Sasebo. And the last 2 at Nampo. Beautiful. All right, so we have our 4 fleets. They're not particularly large fleets, but they should get the job done. Now, we can name them. So we have 3 battleships that need a name. Who wants to name a battleship? Did you need a name change now? Oh boy. What up, Mind Warp? Good to see you guys. Tsushima. Got you. Okay, what do we got? The Mir. The Chikuma. The Uwu. The Hiroshima. I guess we could do that. The Sakai. Kamikaze. I mean, usually Kaze ends up being cruiser or destroyers. The Tokyo. Nagasaki. I knew that was coming. It's like, well, we've got Hiroshima or Hiroshima, so of course we got to have a Nagasaki, right? Shinano. I feel like that's a terrible idea. The Hikaru. The Heezen. The Tosa. Give this one to Gorbachev. We'll go with the Tosa. There you go. All right. We have 3 heavy cruisers that need a name. I'm just going to go ahead and start going. We've got the Hikaru. We've already got a name from him. Let's try to get a different name. The Heezen. Did I get a name off of Earth Godzilla? I think I did. The Kamikaze, Tsushima. Yeah, no, that was actually Ghost Knight. I got that off of. Nah, it's fine. Okay, so we will go ahead and go with Earth Godzilla for the Hikaru. All right. Next. I mean, the Aoba is already there. You're Brandon. The Peking Duck. The Rising Sun. The Samurai. X is going with Chikuma still. Okay. I'll give you a Chikuma. How about that? There you go. Name a ship after Zilla. Gojira. I feel like that would be a name reserved for like a bigger ship later on. The Muju. The Samukaze. Got you. All right, and now we have 7 light cruisers. And I'm just going to start grabbing names. So we will call one the Kamikaze. The Shiruma. The Rodin. The Golden Chopstick. The Shimato. The Tenryu. Whoops. And the Mihi. Got you. All right. That is our fleet named and built, ready to go. Let's get this show on the road, folks. Next. Oh, yeah, I forgot. We kind of have a problem with money. So for the time being, we will drop this down a little bit. There we go. Start the campaign! Christopher, at some point, yes. At some point, yes, but not currently. We're still very early on, just starting the campaign in 1900, so very early. All right, so first things first, we need to protect or prepare for our war against the Russians. Okay, now we already have a fleet up here at Wakanai, or at least we should. So we have a fleet here. Where's our other fleets? So, let's start looking. We do actually own Thailand, so that's a good thing. Pretty sure that's Thailand, right? Pretty confident. We have Okinawa Islands, of course. We've got Mampo, or Nampo here, so there's one of our fleets. We got Sasebo, obviously. So where is our other... Where's our other fleet? I know we're using this one. I know that we have here. Oh, it's right there. I was kind of correct. I was like, I was okay. So we have two fleets in here next to China. That makes a little bit of sense. Might move one of these fleets out to go towards this area, but we'll see. We'll see how it all plays out. But for now, it's time to poke the Russians. The Russians and I are not in good favor with one another, so it's time for us to increase tensions further. So we will go ahead and poke. We do have a $5 million surplus, so we're going to go ahead and try to bite into that surplus a little bit by increasing our research. As we increase our transport capacity, our monthly balance should go up, so that'll be a good thing. And then we will be able to slowly get into this. Once we go to war, we'll be able to max these sliders out, no problem. All right, next month, let's go. I mean, to be perfectly honest, isn't that exactly what the British did? A serious incident has occurred which involves the Russian Empire. One of their profound politicians was assassinated in cold blood, and their government accuses us that we are behind this. They ask for humiliating concessions to forget the matter. How should we respond? They are asking for trouble. We should never accept this. Of course it wasn't us. We didn't send a ninja or samurai over. All right. At a press conference, journalists question the combat ability of the fleet. What is your reply? The fleet is capable at any time to perform the tasks assigned to it. And we are officially at war. That might be the quickest war I've ever gotten into. Like, legitimately, 1 month into the new campaign and we're at war. So, yep, here comes all the sea passages opening up. Fair enough. All right, we're at war, which means all of the money. We get all the money. All right, research. Again, we're not going to increase any of this. We're just going to let it ride. So whatever it does on its own. From a politics standpoint, we are at war. Let's take a look at where the Russians are currently at. Are there any fleets nearby? We have a fleet here. We have a small fleet there. One cruiser there. Nothing. We have a fleet here at Petropavlovsk. Nothing up north. Okay. All right. So at this point, due to the fact that there are multiple fleets in this neighborhood, I think it only makes sense to bring one of our fleets from here over. So we will bring the Dalian fleet over to this neighborhood. We will also bring our Walkenai fleet out into the Sea of Ohotsk. We'll keep the other fleets down here towards the south just in case the Russians come from the Black Fleet or the Black Sea over here. If they do, we will be ready for them. So we have 2 fleets in the south, 2 fleets to the north. Seems like a good start. All right. With that, I don't think there's really anything else we can do. I don't think we have enough. Like, if we look at our total tonnage, what is our tonnage? Our total tonnage is 178,000 tons. So we could potentially start launching some naval invasions if we brought our full fleet to bear here. Do we do it? Do we just bring the entire fleet up? Let's do it. Let's just bring every fleet that we have to the north here. If they come in through the south and start messing with us, then we'll make that, or we'll work with that as we need to. But for now, let's get everybody over here and prepare to potentially invade some of this Russian territory. I mean, this obviously makes the most sense going for, like, Korsakov. You know, in that area. So we'll see what we can do there. As a matter of fact, let's just make sure that we are set up to do so. So, like, just kind of bring everybody to this area nearby. Don't know who that one would be. Send you guys over here as well. We've got these guys. Send them up here. And then the last one. Is it the Nampo fleet? Yeah. Alright. That gets all of our fleet near Korsakov. We can potentially start a naval invasion next turn. So let's do it. Vladivostok seems like the best place to start campaign. Okay, we have 8 transports versus their entire fleet, apparently. They snuck past all of our fleets somehow. Got in here and are taking out our transports. There's nothing I can do there. So that's unfortunate. Alright, now we are going to simply divert this particular fleet over here to interact with this fleet. See if we can't force an engagement. Otherwise, we have no ability to start a naval invasion, unfortunately. I forgot about Vladivostok being so close. Like, Vladivostok is also... But that's invading mainland Russia, too. So, probably not the best place. Taking the island first seems like an idea. Because that would give us, like, easier landings across, you know what I mean? But yeah, I forgot to look at Vladivostok, so they sent a fleet from Vladivostok straight over, if I had to guess. But we are going to have to move these guys north if we're going to try to navally invade anyway. Alright, next turn. Alright, so we should be close enough to the Russians to start a naval invasion. We could, I think it's the South Sakhalin. This one? Yes. I was correct. Okay, so that should start next turn. Hopefully we've got enough tonnage here. I didn't actually pay attention to how much tonnage it was going to take. But we should be good to go. Everything else, I mean, there's not much we can do, so just hold. Alright, naval invasion has begun. United States warns their head of admiralty for excessive naval expenditures. Okay, these guys can move inside the circle. This is a double fleet. We accidentally ended up merging a fleet. Alright. How much tonnage do we need? We need 56,000 tons. We have 133,000 tons. So that should give us a 60% chance to succeed. We will actually get even more tonnage in there in a moment. This destroyer's like noping out. He's like, nope, I can't be bothered with this. Screw this. I'm out. Can't really blame him. They're already evacuating the island. They're like, we got to get out of here. Look at this. This fleet as well. This fleet's like, nope, we're out. The Japanese are here. The moment we feared is finally upon us. All right. Next turn. What's the name of the island Japan took off the Russo-Japanese War ended? All right, Russian Empire is accusing us of war crimes. We are not the ones doing the war crimes. They are, but they want us to give up $50 million, and I don't really want to give up $50 million. This gives us some prestige. The unrest, though, I mean, giving this does not help with unrest at all, but this gives us more unrest, which is not ideal. Victims among civilians are inevitable during the war. It's fine. Fight, auto-resolve. I don't like the fact that these guys are eating up our transports, but we do have a fight. We have a few light cruisers versus our double fleet. Out of all the stuff in the neighborhood that they could pick a fight with, they decided to pick a fight with our double fleet. Well, that's not going to end well for them. All right, so we have the Tosa. It's actually a triple fleet. Oh, God. They did even worse. They got Tosa, Hiroshima, and Tsushima together, plus Hikaru, Chikuma, Kamikaze, the Shimanto, the Golden Chopstick, the Tenryu, the Mihi, the Shiruma, and the Rodan. Oh, this is going to be a fight. And by fight, I mean this is going to be a slaughter. Given what we're up against, I may just bring our heavy cruisers and battleships and send the light cruisers and them back. Gerardo, yes, this is Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. You know what? As a matter of fact, we're gonna form a conga line. I don't like to do conga lines because they don't always work out, but in this situation, I feel like a conga line just demonstrating just how fucked these guys are by walking into the exact wrong engagement here. Alright, you get in with those guys. Alright. Enemy is spotted to the southwest. We're going to head that direction. Speed up time. Tosa is leading the way. We have already been spotted, by the way. So these guys are actually kind of close. Never mind all the collisions as everybody falls into the conga line. I don't think they're running because we're down to a ×5 speed. And they're spotting more and more of our battleships. Yeah. We have found the little turds! Engage! Alright, if they're going from left to right, we're going to try to intercept them. They're using a smoke screen, so they disappeared for the time being. Boy, that's a heck of a conga line. They still haven't quite formed up yet. Still waiting. Okay, they have already started firing on us. And we returned immediately. Alright, we're going to go ahead and open up our full broadside potential here. Secondaries are starting to engage. It's just a matter of time. These guys are not going to have a good day. We've taken the first hit. Okay, we scored our first hit. Remember, we've got green crews, so we don't want to go too crazy. Keeping our distance early on seems like a good idea. Oh my God! 12-inch hit on a light cruiser. Down he goes. All right. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. Oh my God, that man just got yeeted into oblivion. Tosa says hello. First confirmed kill for the Japanese Navy during the Russo-Japanese War. Oh, and he gets another hit. Doesn't kill him right away. Good Lord. Tosa ain't playing around. Alright, let's try to close the distance a little bit here. There it is. Tosa's 2 for 2. 2 people sank in this fight so far, both of them from Tosa. What is their top speed? We're actually faster than them. Every one of our ships are faster than their light cruisers. Even our battleships. So that's why they didn't try to disengage. Because they can't. Like, he's gonna try to run, but he can't physically outrun us. Alright, let's break off with our light cruisers here. They are a little bit faster. Yo, Jessica coming in, dropping a $5 bomb. My favorite side is broadside. Citadel Death Strike. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Thank you so much.
My favorite side is broadside. Whoops. Citadel Death Strike.
Can you tell that I clicked off the screen? Whoopsie. Every time. Alright, we're gonna close in on the target here. He is trying to run. He shouldn't be able to run. We are 3 knots faster than he is. Plus our battleships are shooting at him. We've already seen it only takes 1 good hit and down they go. There's a hit. He's smoked up again. Dude, as soon as he pops up from being in his smoke screen, he immediately has fired a bomb. Like I said, we should be able to catch up to this guy. And that's assuming that our battleships don't hit him first. Make a turn. We're trying to hem him in. We don't want him to get away. I like how the torpedo boat and the destroyer were just like, nope, we're out of here. And then the cruisers just got yeeted into oblivion. Okay, currently 6.5 kilometers out. Our guns will open fire at 5.5 kilometers. They are starting to fire at us now. .2. Goes dark again. Friggin' smoke screens. Come on. Chase the little turd burglar. We are definitely in range to start firing the guns. Let's go ahead and go aggressive with the mains. Battleship hit him with a 12-inch gun, too. turn out. Try to get more guns on target here. Also, see if we can't maybe turn him back a little bit. Alright, battleships, how you looking? You're fine. Oh, the DACA! Unleash it! Maybe start with HE. Oh, never mind. Hold that thought. Nope, that was a battleship hit. Come on, boys. Land some hits. Battleship's landing. Alright, switch over. At this angle, we should have a potential chance to pin. Of course, we take pinning. They damage us. We can't hit them, right? Come on, gunners, hit the target. How many rounds are we going to send down range at this guy? Let's go. Look at the amount of shells coming in, and we have not, like, actually hit this guy. There it is. There we go. Now we're talking. Now the little guns are doing what they're supposed to do. Get them, little guns. Rapid fire penetrations. That's what we're after. Come on. He does still have torpedoes, even though we saw a torpedo detonation. There's something to consider. Got some more flooding. Oh, and then out of nowhere, a battleship ends the fight. It's like, yep, that'll be enough of that. So we lost 47 crew members. They lost 1,383. So that's a win for us. Who did the most damage? I'm going to bet that it was our battleship Tosa. Tosa with 30,000 damage. Hiroshima coming in with 12K for a nice second place. The Mihi did well. All right, overall, pretty solid. Pretty solid effort. It's like, just when the cruiser thought that it was going to maybe have a chance of fighting, it just gets yeeted. Our team depends. Look, they're already wanting peace. We're fighting to the end. Screw you. No peace. All right, so this is going to take 6 months. We have an 80% chance to succeed now. So that's big. We'll grab this island, all of it. So we'll have to grab the south and then the north next. Then we will try to grab maybe Vladivostok and Russian Far East. We'll see. Might not be able to pull that one off. But we'll see. All right. We do have the naval invasion going. We don't have anything else we can do there, so next turn. Once again, they're going after our they're going after our transports. Little turds. Just got the semi-armored cruiser 2 hull. But we don't need to do anything with that just yet. We're just going to hold. Maybe we just designed our fleet. Be kind of silly to design another one. That being said, we do have some shipbuilding capacity, so maybe a good idea to come up with a new fleet. So we'll build one battleship. We will build one light cruiser, or one heavy cruiser. And then we will build 2 light cruisers. And we will put all of these guys in the Wakanai port. Whoops. Boom. All right. What do we call it? We got a battleship, a heavy cruiser, and 2 light cruisers to name, boys. It is possible to build battle cruisers later on, but we don't currently have that tech. We already have a Heezen, don't we? Pretty sure we already had a Heezen. Maybe not. Okay, I'll go with Heezen. There you go. For the light or for the heavy cruiser, Takagi. And for light cruisers, the Maya. I'll go with Maya. Trying to look and see if anybody new puts in a name here. The Nami. Come on, one more name. Trevor says the Hinata. I'll go with it. Oh, wait. Oh, I see Ash. Hold that thought. I think I already gave Trevor one, didn't I? Did I give Trevor a name? Earlier? Also, Launces is here. What up? If we already gave Trevor a name, I'm going to go ahead and take Ash's Kako. There will be more names later on, for sure. But I do want to try to like make sure that everybody gets a chance to have at least one name. The Hiroshima, gotcha. All right, well, that's a thing that is happening. We've got a new fleet being built. We have 3 more months until we hopefully take this. We have an 81% chance to succeed at this point. Denmark would like 3 Youngmu class heavy cruisers. I mean, that'd be a nice infusion of cash. Yeah, let's do it. Hopefully we can build those with no problem. I don't think it will be an issue. Yeah, we should be fine. All right, there you go, Denmark. You can have 3 of our heavy cruisers. That's fine. All right. Otherwise, we do have a fleet here, but they're not actually participating. They're just kind of sitting in port waiting to die. 2 more months. Let's move this south. Let's take our bigger fleet here and try to get in here and fight these guys if we can. Because we are losing a little bit of chance to succeed due to the fact that this fleet exists. So we are losing money though. So maybe drop our crew training down a little bit to stay in the positive. Next. What up, Sumik? How's it going? Appreciate you dropping in. Don't forget, guys, if you guys enjoy these series, make sure you punch that like button. It does help the channel out quite a bit. YouTube does not like long format content like this, so every little bit that you guys can do helps so much. Interesting news. Spanish Empire warns their head of Admiralty, Fernando Navarro, for his excessive naval expenditures. Interesting. Again, they are taking out our transports to the south. Dude, you cowards refuse to fight us in open combat. You go after our frickin' destroyer. Or, oh, no. Okay, so we move our big fleet in there to get in the way of these guys, and they immediately attack our smaller fleet. Fair enough. It's alright, because the Mikasa, the Youngmu, the Nashima, and the Kamikaze will hold. I have faith. All right. Follow the battleship. Follow the heavy cruiser. Enemy spotted to the southwest. Speed up time. About to see whether or not our single fleet has the strength to defend itself against a much larger force. I believe we do. Look at this beautiful, beautiful ship. Okay, we've been spotted, so stop admiring the ship! Now they're spotted to the northwest, so maybe out this direction a little bit. It's down to ×5, so they are very close. I actually have been enjoying Mortal Kombat 1's story. Like, I suck at the game. Let's not get it twisted. Like, I legitimately am terrible at the game. But I did enjoy it. And we will definitely be playing it some more. Okay, so now we've got some destroyers spotted, or some torpedo boats. I have no idea what their torp range is, so we're going to have to keep our distance. We've got smoke screens galore out here to the right. That looked like it was about to be nasty. That shot looked very, very close to just yeeting that destroyer into oblivion. Okay, we've got a light cruiser apparently. We know what happens to these things if we land a hit with the 12-inch guns. Take a look at what's going on back here in the back. Come on, do some work, boys. That was a 9-inch hit. Oh, these destroyers have gotten a little too close for their own good. Okay, these guys are backing off. We need to get back up to front. Pay attention to what's going on up here. Okay, we've got the Neptune. It has torpedoes, heavy cruiser. Their torpedoes have a 1.5 kilometer range, which is a little scary because they're currently at 2.3. So we gotta be careful there. Come on, Mikasa. We believe in you. Oh my god, they always come up just short of hitting the target. Oh god. Torpedo boats on our backside. They're at a distance, it should be fine. Can we shoot Africa here? Can we stop worrying about the little destroyers behind us and let the faster firing boats worry about that? Let's get rid of these heavy cruisers before their guns become a problem. Come on, boy. There we go. First good hit and a torpedo detonation. Let's go. It might be the end of the Africa. He seems to be getting ready to go down quickly. He might have gotten the flooding under control, though. I don't know. I think he's done. Down he goes. All right, the Africa has sunk. That's one of them. How we doing here in the back? Everybody looks good? Again, we're going to try to target the ships that are closest to us. Let the smaller ships deal with the smaller ships. Flash fire on the destroyer. Down he goes. Massive explosions coming from that destroyer. Got a 45% chance to hit that freaking heavy cruiser at the front. Definitely did not look like a 45% chance to me. Okay, their heavy cruisers capable of 18.5 knots. Their light cruisers are 19.6, so we are faster than them. Let's target this light cruiser with our secondary since he's close. Secondary is doing its job, punching holes in the little turd burglar. That's going to make him easier to hit for the heavy cruiser too, potentially. Got a hit with our mains on the heavy cruiser. Punched a hole. Dude, our secondaries are just ripping this guy. Oh, there's a hit from the heavy cruiser. Down goes the light cruiser. All right. We did punch a hole right through the back of the Neptune. Alright, who should we target with our secondaries next? I feel like this torpedo boat would be a good option for secondaries. We're at a 62% chance to hit this. Never mind, he's down. We're taking some superficial damage from fires, but other than that, we're doing pretty well. A little bit of flooding back here in the back with the Tsushima. Okay, we gotta watch our distance here. Don't want to get to 1.5 kilometers. Good hit, cruiser. Well done. More of that, please. All right. We've got cruisers coming in a little too close for my comfort. Turn away, try to maintain some distance. Oh! That's what happens when you get too close. That's what happens when you get too close. Let that be a lesson to you. Let that be a lesson to you, Sunshine. Massive hits going on here as these two crossed each other. Dodge torps, dodge torps. Ah, we took the torp. Okay, down goes one. Now they're going to run into each other, and that's going to screw him over. There's not much I can do about that, unfortunately. He's going to eat that torp. Alright, looks like we're going to survive. Battle seems to be over. So we did lose 178 crew. We are definitely going to have to do some repairing if I had to guess. But another 45,000 victory points to us. So that's a win in my book. Nashima with 32,000 damage. The Young Mu with a 22,000 damage. The Mikasa with 42,000 damage. So well done on pretty much everybody's part there. Karl Petrovich Yesin was a vice admiral in the Imperial Russian Navy during the Russo-Japanese War. Yesin executed a few raid operations, sinking 15 transports until he was intercepted and defeated in the Battle of Olson, where he lost the cruiser Rurik. That sounds familiar. These little turds have been taking out our transports this whole time and finally get engaged in combat and they all sink. Funny how that works. All right, so let's double check our progress up here, make sure we are still making progress. We are, in fact, making progress, but our chance to succeed has dropped. Not sure how our chance to succeed dropped, considering we just won a war, or won a fight. These guys are leaving the area. Well, let's hope we win this next turn. Please don't be failed. Dude, we were at like an 80% chance to succeed. And then we take out that ship, or that fleet, and then we don't get it. Okay, we did end up getting it. We have officially gained control of South Sakhalin. Beautiful. Move the fleets to the north. And we will engage to take North Sakhalin. From a finance side, we're doing okay. Okay. Our transport capacity is 119%, so we're outbuilding their ability to sink our transports, so that's good. All right. Next turn. I don't think I really need to worry about repairing Tsushima right away, because they don't really have any fleets that are capable of sinking us. I'd rather have them for the, like, they're taking small fleets going after our transports, which is fine. We're outbuilding them, so it's not that big a deal. A Kamikaze class battleship. I'm going to have to say no, but maybe later. But anyway, like I was saying, right now they don't really have a fleet that's capable of doing enough. So I figure if we come up here and we go after the North Sakhalin in a naval invasion, they are already trying to win a land war against us, which is annoying. But hopefully when we engage here, maybe we'll get the south to rise against the north here. Right. I think we already did the whole naval invasion thing, right? Pretty sure we did. Yeah. All right, next turn. Let's go. The Soviet Union has showed up about 40 years too early. They've blockaded the Empire of Japan. Bullshit. I'll show you, blockade my ass. I'm going to take this island from you, and then I'm going to go back and I'm going to whoop your ass. That you can be sure of. So right now they are currently... Yeah, they just have everyone... They have somebody in every province or every ocean around us. But that'll be quelled. As soon as we get back from taking this, we'll come back down here. We'll attack Vladivostok. And then this blockade will be busted. So, we'll survive. Alright. So this will take, what, 6 turns? Yeah, 6 turns. Next! The blockade is actually a problem, though. We are losing a shit ton of money because of it. I didn't realize it was that big of a deal. I mean, it makes sense that it's that big of a deal, but I didn't realize it was that big of a deal. Alright, so from finances standpoint, we are going to have to drop this a little bit. Drop this a little bit. Just to hemorrhage the bleed, or to stop the bleeding, you know, a little bit. I don't want to drop that because we need that. Alright. So we just have to deal with it for now. Again, hopefully this doesn't take too long. It looks like it's going to have a high chance of succeeding. So, get this over with, and then we'll go back and we're going to whoop these guys' ass and keep them away from our island. What up, Johnny? How's it going? Destroyers are available, but it's just that they're not that useful early on. Most of the stuff that we come up against is going to have a lot of little tiny guns, and you don't have the range on your torpedoes to make them useful. So, personally, I don't usually utilize destroyers until later in the campaign. Because they tend to be a liability. Alright. These guys are actually advancing. If they fucking win this before I get to my shit, I'm gonna lose my mind. Alright. Money-wise, we're doing okay. So, next turn. Well, it's not so much that they only work for the AI early on. It's just that they have such short range that by the time you get close enough to utilize them, the enemy has so many tiny little guns that they just rip your little ship apart. It's not ideal. Alright, so here we have our big fleet versus a fleet. So we will go ahead and engage. Look at that! I want to build that! Could you imagine having that many casemates? Oh my god, yes please. Carnot was a pre-dreadnought battleship of the French Navy during 1891 and 1894, belonging to a class of similar ships built on the Charles Martel battleship. Those ships were sometimes considered ironclads due to their aged tumble-home design. Carnot weighed about 11,954 tons and had a top speed of 17.8 knots. Two 12-inch and two 10.8-inch guns and single turrets were the main armament. Dude, I would love to have that many freaking casemates. I'd have so much fun with that thing. Alright. Heavy cruisers, you're going to follow. Light cruisers, you guys are all going to screen. It should be fine. Enemy spotted to the southwest. So we should end up with light cruisers on both sides of us, and then the heavy ships in the middle. Let's pull the light cruisers back a little bit. I don't want them to be the first thing in. We should have decent training now, so our accuracy should start to improve significantly. What up, Edward? How's it going? This game is Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. It's a really fun game. It's very different than most games that you'll play. You get to design and build your own ships, take them into combat. It's a lot of fun. I highly recommend it. Get it on Steam, on PC. And it's not a super, like, resource-intensive game, so, like, most people's computers should be able to run it, no problem. Alright. Immediately, I've got a conga line, like, coming full force at me, and I don't like the look of it. Okay, down goes a light cruiser. Freaking destroyer got its torpedo away. Fortunately, it was a dud. Hopefully we get rid of that pretty quickly here. Our freaking... formation is a bit of a mess right now, if I gotta be honest. Alright, let's rotate. Alright, I need you guys to stop, like... See, this is the problem with screening. They tend to get into just absolute clusterfuck fights that they have no business being in. Like, they just sail right into the middle of the entire enemy fleet, and then end up getting torpedoed into oblivion. Now we're about to lose Mihi, it looks like. Because of it. Down goes the Mihi. Again, like, this is why I say, like, screening is stupid in this game. Because they just do stupid shit. They'll just run right up in there, right in the middle of all the torpedoes, and just get obliterated. Stupid. Down goes the Mihi. End up losing freaking sailors that we shouldn't be losing. All because everybody goes full stupid mode instead of just like playing like a decent fucking strategy. Okay, light cruiser Tarek goes down. That's officially our first loss of a ship. Why is nobody, like, dealing with this little turd? No. God dang this game, man. Oh! I click back here to try to turn in, and the goddamn thing clicks back out to the left for no fucking reason. This guy just walks up in here because we got no fucking formation. Our formation is so fucked right now. Nobody's anywhere where they're supposed to be. They're just fucking doing whatever the fuck they please. Which is obnoxious. Can we please get rid of this little fucking turd before he reloads and does it again? These guys are shooting each other like fucking morons. Because they're all shooting at this fucking guy. And we have taken so much fucking damage unnecessarily in this fight that it's actually fucking insane. Okay, down goes the destroyer. Now everybody can focus the little bastard here. And the Ochakov. Takes so much fucking unnecessary damage because of bullshit where my fucking AI just freaks the fuck out and does whatever the hell they want. Instead of just following fucking orders. Screening does not mean just sail your ship right into the middle of the entire fucking fleet. Like, that's so stupid. We gotta be careful here. We don't want to cross the streams. God knows that if we pull in front of here, these guys will all shoot us because they're stupid. And then God knows if we go in front of those battleships, that the same thing will happen. So you go back to following here, please. You guys go back to following this guy. Speed up the battle here a little bit since there's only one of them left. Have a good night, Torch. I like how the game is trying to get me to end this as if I'm not just sitting here ready to annihilate these little turds. There's one guy left. He's clearly close enough to be shot at. But the game is like, no, you want to end this. This is a terrible battle for you. Meanwhile, we're having fucking aiming bugs. We're not allowed to hit the target. As you can see, nice little aiming bug here. For whatever reason. Again, back to the aiming bug for no reason. Back to not being able to shoot at the target. I like that this guy is supposed to be, like, slower than us. But he's not. Blocked a 12-inch round. What up, Drift King? How's it going? Also, X, good to see you. There we go. That's a better hit. That ought to slow the little bastard down. Why it's taking so long for us to kill this one ship is beyond me. Guess we'll just get closer. Come on, finish off your food, you little turds. Look at it. Still not able to hit the target. We are 2 kilometers away, unable to hit the target. Because reasons. reasons that make no goddarn sense. Went from a 34% chance to hit down to completely missing. All we need is one good hit. Well, that helps. There we go. Good job. It only took you guys like 3 hours longer than it needed to. We did lose one ship, unfortunately. Look, they get 6,000. Just put this in perspective. They sink one light cruiser. They get 6,400 victory points. We sink 8 of them. 8, 3 light cruisers, 4 destroyers, and a torpedo boat. We get a whopping 18,000. These 3 ships alone, by this logic, would mean that we get 18,000, which means these guys weren't worth anything. Come on now. Alright, where was the Mihi? I know you died. You only dealt 625 damage. You received 19,000. Oof. A rough day. Maybe next time don't just sail right up into the middle of the enemy fleet and take all the torpedoes. Just a thought. Which game is less stressful, UAD or U-boat? Oof. Depends on the moment. I like both of them, but at least this one doesn't crash freaking Streamlabs on me every stream. The Youngmu class heavy cruiser, like, we're already building you that. No. You already have 3 of them being built. Relax, Denmark. Now we're down to a 45% chance to win. And yet they're still advancing somehow. Let's go ahead and go over here. Try to get these guys into a fight, get them out of here. Next turn. Well, their fleet disappeared. Still attacking my transports. We now have a 75% chance to succeed next month on this. So, beautiful. What up, Thailand? How's it going? Appreciate you dropping in. Can we build a Mihi 2.0? We may down the line. It's not necessarily required right away, though. No, Denmark, relax. Okay, we have taken all of this island. We are now going to move our fleets back down here to Vladivostok to help break this blockade, as well as initiate a naval invasion on Vladivostok. From a finances standpoint, we do have a little bit of a surplus, so we're going to crank up our tech a little bit more. Next turn. The biggest thing about U-boat that's really annoying to me is that they don't explain anything to you. Like, you have to learn everything the old-fashioned way. And then on top of that, it crashes Streamlabs for whatever reason. I don't know why. It's not stressing my computer to play U-boat. It's just that fucking Streamlabs, for whatever reason, it always ends up getting hung up and then YouTube closes the stream. Auto resolve it. Alright, now we have an actual fight. We have their battleship, which comes with 9-inch guns. That's kind of funny. Might as well have a heavy cruiser. Okay, so it is the Mikasa, the Youngmu, the Nashima, and the Kamikaze versus this entire fleet. Okay, that's a little bit concerning, but I think we'll be okay. Long live the Mikasa! HMS Tiger was a battlecruiser of the Royal Navy that was completed at the start of the First World War and was the most heavily armored battlecruiser of the Royal Navy at that time. Constructed during 1912 to 1914, she displaced nearly 33,800 tons and had 4 twin 13.5-inch guns as main armament. Her most major engagement was in the Battle of Jutland, where she was only lightly damaged, despite suffering many hits by German shells. All right, well, get everybody in a line. Enemy is spotted to the east, so you're heading in the right direction. We've got regular crew training. The Nashima is probably going to be coming up the rear. Or close to it. The Youngmu is doing okay. I mean, these guys have seen a battle, that's for sure. But they'll be fine. I believe in us. Yeah, I heard that the British battlecruisers were coming. We're already being fired upon by a battleship with 9-inch guns. Yet we can't see them. I find that hard to believe. Then again, he does have spotters, so I guess it kind of makes sense. Okay, we're going to go ahead and change course. They actually set a smoke screen for their battleship and everything. Fiends. How dare they actually play smart. Not gonna lie, these guys and their smoke screens are kind of causing me some trouble with that battleship. Battleship's getting a little too close for my comfort. Okay. As long as we don't take any major damage while these guys are this close. There we go, big hit. Love to see that. Popped his top too. Always nice to see that when it's the enemy, you know? Down he goes. That's what we're talking about, boys. I'm worried about this battleship, to be perfectly honest. I think we're going to do a little bit of that. Those secondaries focusing. We took a little bit of damage there. Again, he only has 9-inch guns, so he's not the scariest battleship in the world. He's basically a heavy cruiser. And if we hit him with our 12-inch guns, he's going to feel it. Go. Good hit, and floods. And a flash fire. You're gonna propagate? Does not appear to be propagating. but he is definitely hurting. But he's down. Extensive fires. Okay, well, that's one battleship down. This was a much better demonstration of our naval superiority, if you ask me. Oh, torpedo detonation. That'll be the end of him. Surely. Alright, let's speed up time. We do have a flash fire going too. Oh, down he goes. Target him, come on. Preferably before he yeets us with torpedoes. God darn it. Curse our inability to stop these guys from launching their torps. Took 2 torps. Okay, down he goes. Trying to get a little bit of distance here. Okay, down goes another. And down goes the last one. There's still somebody somewheres. Oh, there it is. In Mikasa's haste to join the back of the fleet, she gets right in our way. Alright, let's go intercept whatever this is. I am confident in our ability to catch up and disable it. It is appearing to be 2 separate cruisers. Oh, these are like coastal battleships. We gotta be careful here. Oh, now a storm's kicked up. I can't see crap. Okay, it's just 7-inch guns. We actually have bigger guns than they do. Got to be the craziest freaking battle we've ever had in terms of just like scenery. Oh shit! Torpedoes! No, young Moo, you gotta survive! Please don't die! Okay, one goes down to heavy fire. Burn these torpedoes, man. I can't see crap. And Young Moo is like right in the way. Oh my god, the controls in this game are so frustrating. Now we're ramming for no reason. He goes down into battle. Ugh! What a clustered mess that turned into. Absolute clustered mess. No, there are no carriers in this game, and as far as I'm aware, they have decided that they're not going to introduce carriers into the game. I forget their reasoning by it, but basically they just said they weren't going to do it. It was the ram that got him, but it was also the ram that almost killed us, so that's why I exited so quickly. But yeah, took down one battleship, took down 2 heavy cruisers, 2 light cruisers, a handful of destroyers and torp boats. A resounding victory for the Japanese Navy. Alright, so these guys are heading over to Vladivostok. So if we go here, should be able to do a naval invasion of the Russian Far East. Pretty sure it'll end up being here, because that's eastern Siberia, so should be, this is the only port that I can see. It's good to have. I mean, we're actually surprisingly taking over a lot of Asia already. Like, we have Taiwan, we have the Koreas, we have all of mainland Japan, we have the islands north of mainland Japan. Like, we're doing really well. Would love to get Petropavlovsk as well as eastern Siberia at some point, but we're going to start by trying to grab Vladivostok first. All right, and with that, we go to the next. Our power projection is higher than theirs, so we should actually break the blockade here. Soviet Union has gotten rid of their, oh god. Looks like we're going to be going into a fight with Mikasa and Kamikaze by themselves. Alright, fair enough, I guess. Hopefully Mikasa isn't, like, too damaged. Okay, not too bad. Kamikaze, go ahead and just jump in with this. We just have to play smart. We can do this. We do have seasoned crews now. Stick to the main guns firing at the battleship and then have the secondaries targeting the torpedo boats and destroyers. We should be okay. We already saw that one solid hit from our main guns should be enough to potentially take out their battleship. Alright, let's go ahead and start turning out. Blocked the hit, unfortunately. Secondary's doing their job. Huge hit. Torpedo detonation on the torp boat. Another good hit and a flood. Our secondaries are ripping this torp boat apart. I don't think he's long for this world. Okay. Go ahead and have the secondaries target this guy. Down he goes. Target this torp boat with the secondaries. Let's go ahead and cut in. Switch targets with the secondaries. So far, we're doing pretty well. If we can keep this up, we'll be golden. Looks like another dead torp boat. Go ahead and target that guy again. Turn out. Dude, we did take a nasty hit there. No! Not like this, man! We take one fucking hit and the turret goes pop. Oh, that is unbelievably unfortunate. It's only a fucking 9-inch gun, for God's sakes, man. Well, this changes how this battle was supposed to go. Oh my God, if it wasn't for bad luck, I wouldn't have any at all, man. Fuck! One goddamn hit! That is so unfortunate. We have a 10-inch barbette, too. So he had to go through all of our armor and our barbette. That is unfortunate. Okay, we got a hit there. Must have been a 5-inch. Well, it says it was a 3-inch. Down he goes. Do you think, for one moment, that I'm just gonna let you get away with that? You got another thing coming, sunshine. Kamikaze It's time for you to earn your name, my dude. Alright, target this guy. Switch over to HE. I want to burn this man to the ground. Surely we can hit a fucking battleship, right? Not setting any fucking fires. How are we not setting any fires, given the fact that we have picuric or picuric acid or picric acid or whatever it's called? We are like not setting any fires. Is it 12.3% in losses? Dude, I cannot believe that guy basically one-tapped us. That's the unfortunate side of this game, man. Like, early on, you just don't have any protection. Like, you just don't. So, like, one lucky hit, you're sent to the bottom real quick. What up, Brian? Not quite. Also, Jester, appreciate you. Nah, we don't cheat like that, Jester. We don't cheat. Will I be streaming Yu-Gi-Oh! Tomorrow? Absolutely. Master Duel Monday. You guys know the deal. It's the knock 'em off. I am tempting fate here. I just wanted to take somebody down here. We're just not getting very lucky. Ouch! Ouch! Yep, that hurt. I think that's the end of us. That fucking heavy cruiser just blapped us. Hardcore. Get the ship out of here. It's time to run away now. I get it. Y'all don't like me anymore. Ouch. That heavy cruiser landed one shell, or one shot, and just took all our health. Instantly crippled us. Now we're doing 8 knots. Oh, we don't have any ammo. We can't even fight back. He must have ammo detonated us. That figures. That explains why it was such a nasty hit. But we're definitely not going to outrun anybody. At We can't fight back. It's just a matter of time at this point before we succumb to our injuries. Have a good night, liquor store. Yeah, I saw that, Brian. Oh, the weather might help us get out of this. Apparently not, though. Come on, Kamikaze, get some space. Been reduced to 7 knots. Oh, come on! Get away! Yeah, I think that's the end of the Kamikaze. Down she goes. Our first naval defeat. Look look how much war score they get. They sink 2 ships. They get that kind of war score. Like, we gotta sink an entire goddamn flotilla to get that kind of war score. When will I do another Starfield? I'm not sure. I was going to last week, and then I ended up playing Mortal Kombat for the first time in 20 years. So I just kind of been playing it by ear. Imperator Nikolai, the Archangel Mikhail, so Archangel Michael, I like that one. Vladimir Monomach. Interesting. All right, fight! It's time to get payback! All right, boys. Get in line. You know the deal. Enemies spotted to the south. We're heading in the right direction, so let's speed up time. Change our formation to a line ahead formation. Get in the conga line. Boys, our goal here is not just simply to take out the Russian ships that are against us. Our goal is to avenge our fallen comrades. So with every salvo, I want you thinking about that. The enemy thinks that they can take our friends, our loved ones from us. They've got another thing coming. Come on, boys, get your bearings about you. Time to start hitting the target. Thank you. Down he goes. One enemy sank. Focus that battleship. He only has 9-inch guns, but apparently it's enough to detonate us, so let's get rid of him. I like how his 9-inch guns are doing more damage to us than our freaking 12-inch guns are doing to him. Come on, Hiroshima. Punish him. Oh, Lord have mercy. From this range, we should not be missing, man. Put him down. This next salvo should finish it. Or not. I don't know how we're overpinning this thing. Like, it's a battleship the last I checked, right? Like, how are we overpinning this thing? Why are our light cruisers still on screen? I swear to God, I told them to follow. Somehow blocking it. The battleship goes down real quick here. Okay, there's the flash fire. That'll be the end of him. I swear I told them to follow. I don't know why they started screening again. Come on, chase him down. Archangel Michael cannot be allowed to survive. Remember the mission, boys. We're here on a vengeance mission. No one escapes. Except the little turd that took off at the beginning of the battle. Down he goes. Oh, miraculous recovery. He's living up to his name. Unfortunately for him, that's not going to help him in this situation because he's just going to get hit even more. Down he goes. We lost 0 ships. We did lose 141 crew, though. It's fine. It's down goes another battleship for them and 2 heavy cruisers. Angling does work in this game, depending on your ranges of shells coming in, because angle of impact is a big deal in this. The closer you are, the more your belt armor comes into play. But yeah, like there's a lot of factors. But angling does kind of work in this game. It just depends on how close you are, how big the guns are, what kind of ammunition they're firing, so on and so forth. All right. We still have plenty in the area to pull this off. We're still apparently blockaded, which is not ideal, but we do have more naval power in the area. So hopefully that'll go away. Victory points wise, we're almost a 200,000 war score. They're at like 42,000. So we are crushing them in this war. We've already taken quite a bit of territory off of them. Hopefully we can grab this port as well. We currently only have an 11% chance to win here, though. So, I don't know. Don't know if it's going to work out. We're going to move forward, though. Not all the way up into the minefield, but we're going to move a little bit closer. From a finances standpoint, we are making a little bit of money, so maybe bump this up a little bit more. We need to break this blockade as soon as possible, though. That is something we definitely need to do, because this blockade is actually robbing us of money. I know that's the whole purpose of a blockade, but damn. Check the battleship's shell weight and AP. Might do that. Okay, we've got mine hunters. No, I've already given you cruisers, man. Y'all need to chill with the ordering ships. I gotta have the ability to build my own ships. Speaking of, fleet, how are we doing? 4 months for the battleship, 3 months for the Takagi, 3 months for each of these. Our light cruisers are in battle already. Great. This must be them up here. Yep. So this is our new light cruisers that were just built, going after the Admiral Nakhimov, which was part of the group that... Yeah, this was the group. There's the battleship's gone, obviously, but this was the group that killed Kamikaze and Mikasa. I mean, there's 2 of us versus 2 of them. We gotta be careful. Yeah, we've got Korea, Taiwan. Those are starting with us from our war against the Chinese. And then, obviously, we've taken the island to the north of us that was Russian-controlled. Okay, we got to defend our cruisers here. Or defend our transports. Enemy spotted to the southwest, so we are going to turn that direction. Now, these guys are all green. We don't have very good crews, so this could be a problem. But I'm hoping with overwhelming firepower, we should be able to burn them down, maybe? We'll see. We will see. Yeah, that was a very ugly submarine. I agree. I would not ever want to find myself in that thing, let alone under the water. Okay, light cruiser's over here, so I think we go after him first. We're getting hit immediately. We haven't landed any hits. Around here. It's not really the light cruiser that scares me here, it's that heavy cruiser. I didn't want to double all the way back on them because I figured we would run into issues with them hitting. There we go. That was a big one. Is that a kill? It'd be real nice if that was a kill. The lack of accuracy is killer, man. Come on, Kako. Oh, shit. God, the fucking thing not getting spotted until it's right on top of me is fucking obnoxious! God dang it, man. I hate their fucking torpedoes. It's like, oh yeah, it's not going to get spotted until it's right on top of your ship. Good luck. Wouldn't want you to be able to dodge or anything. That'd be crazy. Fuckers. Can't hit fucking shit with our goddamn guns, but they can hit every goddamn shell that they launch in their torpedoes. Every fucking time they launch a torpedo is perfectly accurate. Shoot 5,000 shells in their direction, hit 30. They launch one fucking torpedo. Perfect accuracy every time. Every time. Thir 3,200 fuck. Look at the damage, man. Where's my fucking accuracy? Fuck this game, man. Can't hit fucking anything. I get hit one fucking time by a torpedo, completely cripples my ship because 100% fucking accuracy. They hit me with one fucking salvo, completely detonate my fucking ship. Oh, he's coming back. More fucking torpedoes. Perfect fucking accuracy once again. Fuck off, man. Dude, I'm done making light cruisers in this game, man. Light cruisers in this game are nothing but a fucking tragedy waiting to happen. They are useless. Can't even fucking fire our guns, right? I'm done with light cruisers, man. They're going the way of torpedo boats. I'm never fucking using them again. Not till much later on. Just heavy cruisers and battleship spam. That's all you're gonna see me fucking build. They're so fucking useless. And they won't even fucking finish me off. Like, I just want to die. Just fucking kill me. Have a good night, Lances. Appreciate you, my dude. Oh, this is fucking obnoxious, dude. Light cruisers are so fucking stupid. Like, I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Every time I go up against a fucking light cruiser, every shell that they fire hits me, right? Like, every fucking shell. Then you get my light cruisers, they can't hit a fucking thing. It doesn't matter how many guns they have. It doesn't matter what their fucking caliber is. You fire 8,000 rounds a minute, you'll hit 2 shells. Doesn't matter, man. Really doesn't matter. Literally every fucking time. Now, chance to succeed is 9%. Because now they suddenly have, what? 3 destroyers in the neighborhood. The 3 destroyers are going to hold off our fleet of 3 battleships, 3 heavy cruisers, and 5 light cruisers. making it almost impossible for us to grab this fucking cap. Are you fucking out of your goddamn mind? Does not even remotely make sense. I think this might be a good point to go ahead and consider suing for peace, because we're probably not going to get this. We could wait 4 months and see what happens, but we'll see. Next. Adding torpedoes. Yeah, but the problem is my fucking torpedoes don't do shit unless I'm literally on top of them. Like, I cannot fucking hit a goddamn torpedo in this game unless I am point fucking blank, because the moment your fucking shit launches, the AI already knows and is doing a fucking about face. Like, immediately. It's like they know exactly when the fucking launch happens. No matter what year, no matter what tech level, it doesn't fucking matter. Like, they will dodge that shit every fucking time. Unless you are point fucking blank. %9 chance to fucking succeed. Again, they have 3 destroyers just hanging around. They don't engage us. They're just hanging around, so they're gonna deny us the opportunity to fucking capture this somehow. Magic. Magic. Like I said, it's just light cruisers and destroyers are useless early on. Like, you just shouldn't even build them early on. You should just focus on heavy cruisers and battleships. Still at a 9% chance to succeed. Still not engaging us here. They have a convoy fight over here. It is the Youngmu and the Nashima versus a couple of heavy cruisers, a light cruiser, and a couple of destroyers. Ace, I like the game. I've played this game for 4 years. So I wouldn't have played it this long if I didn't like it. But yeah, it does get frustrating. Especially early on. Like, as you get later and later in the tech tree, like, these little frustrations don't become a problem. You still have torpedo spam, which is obnoxious. And once they actually get some range, then torpedoes are even more obnoxious. But, let's see, enemies to the northwest, so we're heading in roughly the right direction. Youngmu has a decent crew. Nashima also should have a decent crew, so hopefully between the two of them we should be able to do some damage. Hopefully. I mean, I've finished several campaigns. I've played all the way up into the end game in different nations. You can play the U.S., Great Britain, Germany, Russia, Japan, China, Austro-Hungary, Italy, France, Spain. Basically all the major naval powers throughout history. We've already been spotted. They've got 2 heavy cruisers. we go. It's a good hit. Down goes the destroyer Lechui, whatever that is. Latushi. Come on! Gotta kill the destroyer Bespoke Noid. Come on. Alright, ammo detonation. That'll work for me. Reinforces the idea that I should only build heavy cruisers and battleships. They're the only ones that ever seem to contribute anything. Big hit. Flash fire. Down he goes. All right, young move. Time to hit back. Look. Aiming bug. Turn this into shooting HE, please. Maybe refit some of the ships. I mean, they're brand new. We'll see what we can do, but okay, down he goes. Like I said, the problem is just the light cruisers and destroyers early in the game suck. They just can't do anything. They take huge amounts of damage and don't do any back. Show it at the end of this battle. We'll show you exactly who did more damage. The light cruiser that's been spitting out 400 rounds a minute for the last 20 minutes, or the heavy cruiser? To put it into perspective, we've already done 32,000 damage with this with the heavy cruiser. The light cruiser has done 3,000 damage. Like it isn't even close. Did I tell you can fucking fall back? Literally putting yourself in more of a precarious position than you would have if you'd have just continued. Saw that coming, despite being in a smoke screen. Just perfect accuracy, right? Okay, torpedo detonation. Young Moo. Problem is we're getting low on ammo now. We can't hit any goddamn thing. Why do we only have a freaking 2% chance to hit at this range? There we go. Down he goes. See how quickly you can end the fight if you just hit the goddamn target? It would be nice if you could play as some of the smaller nations too, because that'd be fun. Start as like a nation that didn't even really have a navy, build up from nothing, try to take over territory and stuff. It'd be fun. Well done, Young Moo, Nashima. Young Moo obviously carried that fight. See how this is going. These guys are repairing, probably. Okay, next turn. Oh, good lord. They brought out a fleet out of nowhere. Okay, so we've got several small boats. Couple of larger boats, one battleship, again with 9-inch guns. Fair enough. I'll take this fight. In theory, this will be the last battle of this war. I mean, it's beautiful, but really dark. Really dark. Enemies spotted to the east, so we're heading in the right direction. It's a nice night sky. I'll give them that. Get a 45% accuracy debuff at nighttime. And of course, they're already firing on us. That torpedo boat should never get anywhere near our light cruisers. It should not even be a thing. The amount of firepower that they're capable of launching out there. Come on, boys, get rid of these little bastards before they drop torpedoes. And of course, who's the first one to get fucked up? A fucking light cruiser. All the way in the back, gets torpedoed. By a fucking destroyer. Doesn't even touch the destroyer on the way in. Fucking light cruisers are useless, man. Target this man, please. The idea that these guys are smoking up and disappearing at the ranges that they are, kind of ridiculous. moment you get shot out from underneath your ship. You weren't even aiming at them. Target that battleship. Secondaries can target the little turds. Secondaries doing their job against the heavy cruiser. Down goes the heavy cruiser. That was a 9-inch hit from our heavy cruiser, by the way. Switch targets to the destroyer for the secondaries. Battleship apart, destroyer down. Just keep chasing them in a circle. Battleship should go down relatively shortly here. Assuming we can actually hit the target. Come on, Tsushima! Guy before he ends up torping me because he's stupid. Come on. Also, Midnight Aurora coming in re-upping for 6 months. Jordan coming in re-upping for 33 months. You guys are absolute legends. Thank you guys so much. Battleship down. Light cruiser down. Huge hit on the light cruiser. Might be another light cruiser down. Light cruiser does in fact go down. And who said the Japanese weren't very good at fighting at night? Alright, let's go find this little turd in his smoke screen and murder him. It got eerily quiet. Just look at this conga line of death. Oh my god, as soon as he got spotted. Somebody got hit. Should be the end of him. Alright. Other than losing the one light cruiser at the back of the pack, we did okay there. What up, War Watcher? How's it going? .471 crew members lost for us because of that one light cruiser. But we gained 58,000 victory points and we sank literally everybody. Shimanto did not even do any damage before it died. It literally just showed up, ate a torpedo, and died. Let's see. Obviously, Tsushima coming in with 33,000 damage. The Hiroshima coming in with 22,000 damage. The Empire, Kamikaze ended up with 15,000 damage. Chikuma did 24,000 damage. Our light cruisers are pretty much useless. Like I said, they just never do any damage. They fire all the shells. They don't actually hit anything with them. Game tip: when mounting big guns on a ship that is not sufficiently protected with armor and damage control technologies, it is like playing with fire. The size of the guns and their respective ammo makes your ships prone to detonation if shells penetrate the hull near the magazine section. Yep, may or may not have already seen that. All right. 0% chance to succeed. Oh, now we lost enough. Unbelievable. Why? Because they randomly spit out a fucking ship? Oh, no, they randomly spit out 4 battleships, a heavy cruiser, a light cruiser, 3 destroyers, and 3 torpedoes. Just poof, out of nowhere. Fair enough. Oh, hold that thought. Got a convoy up here. Heavy cruiser and light cruiser versus heavy cruiser and light cruiser. I couldn't care less about our light cruisers, but our heavy cruisers should be able to handle themselves. That's what I'm saying. They fire all the shells, but they don't actually hit anything. It's insanely infuriating. Alright. Put them in a line. Tight formation. Enemy is spotted to the southwest. Speed up time. We've got to protect our transports here. Unfortunately, we have cadets. These guys are fresh out the Navy boot camp. This is not an ideal scenario for cadets straight out of training. And we've already taken hits. I'm telling you, the light fucking cruisers are useless, man. They're actually useless. Can't hit a fucking target that's 2 kilometers away. Good old aiming bug. Oh, we got a 6.7% chance to hit. Oh, never mind, it disappeared again. Now we've got an 80% chance to hit. Will we actually hit him? We hit him! Look at that! I love aiming bugs. Look, right back to the 0. No chance to hit him. From an 80% chance to hit down to nothing. Because reasons. God, they gotta work on the aiming in this game, man. Those aiming bugs should have been fixed 3 years ago. Come on, Takagi! We believe in you! You're the only one who can actually hit something! Go ahead and go ×5. % chance to hit. Oh, now we got a 3.5% chance to hit. Secondary's doing their job. Come on, Takagi. I mean, there's supposed to be some misses, right? Like, this is like literally 1900s naval warfare, all right? Ask William, was it William Sims? William Sims was the one that originally came up with the idea to put, like, stereoscopic rangefinders on our battleships, right? Like, and that was after the Spanish-American War down there when we literally drove up to a harbor full of Spanish ships and dumped everything we had into them and had, like, I forget what the number was. It was some absurd number of accuracy. Our accuracy was terrible. And they were docked. They weren't moving. They were literally stationary ships. And it took us a lot of shells to sink them. Because we didn't have any, like, rangefinders or anything. It was just look out the gun and pull the trigger. But yeah, if you aim at if there's an overlap of ships and you aim at the one at the back, you'll 100% hit the guy in front. Every time. Never fails. Back to a 0% accuracy for reasons. Back to 0. Unbelievable. For fuck's sake. Here, let me get you closer so that you can murder this little bastard. Look, it just keeps fucking losing the ability to hit it. For no reason. The guy is basically dead in the water. Should be about as easy as a hit as possible. Swing and a miss, swing and a miss. He is technically in range to torpedo, so we gotta be careful. Hopefully that kills, though. Okay, down he goes. Speed up. Go get this little bastard. This guy is capable of 19.6. We're doing 20.6 knots currently. So, should be able to catch up to him. imagine if we didn't keep having the aiming button. Send him home. He ain't doing nothing anyway. He's done a whopping 3,000 damage in this fight. Oh, look at this guy suddenly growing a pair. See how that works out for you, Sunshine. I really wish I knew a way to stop this bullshit from resetting, man. Ladder aiming, progress, 0%. Target acquired. Target lost. Every time we pull the trigger. I just wonder if that's a result of the guns being too big for the hull. I like that I'm far from the flagship, because this is apparently the flagship. This makes a lot of sense. Oh, come on, Takagi, chase him down and kill him. Stop playing with your food. Barely 3.2 kilometers away. Definitely getting closer to him, but we're going to be out of armor piercing when we actually do. thing is, these are actually 9-inch guns, and they're Mark IIIs. And these should be very, very good guns. And that's all the AP we have. God, it's so frustrating not hitting the target, man. There's no reason to miss this many shells. Like, he isn't even fighting back. He's just running. If only we could hit the target with our main guns. Trying not to get within 1.5 kilometers of them. I don't want to get torqued. It's not even close, man. It's literally like, okay, here's the thing you want to aim at. Let's hit everywhere else. Don't hit the thing in the middle. Hit everywhere else. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's the accuracy I dreamed of once in a lullaby. We hit him with our main guns. Too bad we don't have any armor piercing left. Oh, dear Lord, please finish this little turd off. This fight has gone on far too long. Is it over? Please tell me it's over. It's not over. Come on. Finish him. More holes. Punch more holes. It's so close. Yes. Finally. Good Lord. Finally, the battle is over, guys. Good Lord. Took way too long to kill that last guy. All right. So that's done. Go ahead and bring these guys out of here. We're clearly not going to be able to get that, so send them home. Hopefully the war is over. Oh, we managed to break the blockade too. So that's good. Still killing our goddamn transports. Yeah, Denmark, I'll give you some cruisers. It's fine. It's fine. I say it's fine. We're suddenly over our limit, but it'll be okay. Let's go ahead and do this. Do this. Now that we've broken the blockade. All right. Next turn. Got another battle out here. We got the Kamikaze versus the Victor. Okay. I believe in our heavy cruiser versus their heavy cruiser. Enemy spotted to the southwest. We got a one-on-one duel. What up, Per Michael? And we've been spotted, but we can't see them. Come on. Where's the little turd hiding? Now spotted to the northwest. All right, show yourself, coward! How am I supposed to murder you if you're not going to show yourself? He's close enough to be within ×5, but yet I can't see him. And he's not firing on me. Oh, he's all the way the fuck over there. That's the northeast, you dumb game. Well, at least we know where he's at now. We do have a seasoned crew. Alright, let's bring full broadside. Let's go. Okay, got some hits. It's the Victor. Come here! How do we miss at this range, man? Torpedo detonation from the secondaries. More torpedo detonations. Down he goes. Flawless victory. Never even lost a single crew member. Fair enough. Fatality. See, I'm less like the Mortal Kombat commentator. I'm less like him and more like the Halo guy. You know the Halo guy from back in the day? Running riot. Kilimanjaro. I don't have a deep enough voice to be the Mortal Kombat. All right, well, Victor is gone. So there's that. We are currently repairing our guys. Let's go ahead and build on to the next shipyard. Gotta get that up there as much as possible. All right, we are currently in 1902, so we're 2 years into our campaign. The Russians still at war with us. It looks like we're going to fail this naval invasion, unfortunately. There's not much I can do about that, unfortunately. But overall, I mean, we're off to a pretty good start. I mean, if you look at the overall war score, they have a war score of 56,236. We have a war score of 314,971. So we're slightly winning the war, I think. If we look at the overall fleet power, we have an active fleet of 11 ships currently because we are repairing 3 ships. 121,000 total tons. The enemy has 37 active ships, with 5 being battleships, and a total tonnage of 186,000 tons. So, yeah, they're not too thrilled with us currently. But overall, we have done good things. Our GDP is not ideal at only 27 million, or 27 billion, sorry. So hopefully we can get some stuff to get that going in the right direction. But overall, I think it's a pretty good second episode, since we had the first episode end with the Chinese getting their butts whooped, and then it got erased on us. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. We're going to go ahead and call it an episode. Let's go ahead and save this and pray to God they don't update in the next week and end up deleting my save again. But thank you guys so much for joining me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. And if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button. Leave a comment below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as always, I will see you in the next video.